How do people get access on this platform, and what other services do you have?
Most of our workshops we either market it on Instagram or we have our website. Each workshop students can buy. They can buy individual workshops or they can buy a bundle of workshops. It's up to them, right? So mostly we charge 30 jal per workshop. It is a standard price. We have.
What's up, 905ers? We've got another prodigy in the studio. We'll be introducing him shortly, but he's a medicine wizard. He's doing the startup that, many of us wanted to do, some successful startup when we were his age. The problem is none of us actually followed through. We couldn't get the fundings right. We didn't go deep enough. We didn't try hard enough. But some of the youngsters are making it really fun and educational and interesting. So I'll stop flattering him right now, but he's a great guy and you'll get to know him through our podcast. And here is my co-host, Mr. Rezi, my passive brother.
Right. I mean, our today's guest is also founder of Incredoc, which is the SkillTech platform, trying to change how the future doctors are trained, which is absolutely amazing. And why medical education is broken, why to build this specifically in Georgia, and why it's the best place to do, or most lucrative, so to speak. And some other questions will be answered in this podcast. We're back to medicine. So, Seed, how are you? It's good to have you here.
There we have Sid.
Hello. It's really nice to be here on More 9 to 5.
Likewise. Thanks for coming in. We've had a few talks before we started this recording, and you might have already realized how much you got us excited. I won't lie, and heavily impressed. I wasn't lying, by the way. I wasn't selling anything right now. Like myself and a lot of my friends, we wanted to do the startup when we were like 20, 21. Had this idea, the business plan, the finances, everything together, marketing campaigns and stuff. But I never I couldn't convince any of the investors. So the idea was just left as an idea. I can't even share the details of it, but I don't want to spoil it for people because I still think I can do it in the future.
But it's already done.
It's not done.
The idea is already there. People already stole it and they are using it.
Well, it's not about that. Like the ideas are cheap. It's how you execute it.
Yeah,
he's gonna give more context.
You can have all the ideas. It's okay. Even if somebody does your idea, it depends on your execution.
That's
how
right.
you do it, your execution depends, and it makes all the difference.
You read my mind.
It could be same idea. Let's see. Simple example is Apple and Samsung. Both make phones, and we know how Apple has that luxury market. Samsung has its own niche market. Both are making the phones. Till today we see the displays are same. A lot of internal things are same, but they both are on their own level.
Yeah, there's market for everyone, I guess. If you do it right. So, tell us about your genius idea and its execution. We want to hear about it. Incredoc.
I started Incredoc like 1.5-2 years back. It was. Back then also for me, it was just an idea. I also started with the same idea. Should I get investors? Should I get, what should I do? Should I ask somebody to put their money in me? Let's go, guys. I'll try. I thought about that. But then I was like, down the line, I want to own 100% of it, or I don't know if somebody will invest. I've never done this before.
You're one of those greedy entrepreneurs, huh?
Never done it before. How do I convince somebody? I was like, I have an idea. I have a good idea. How about I start saving little by little, make my own savings, invest all my savings, whatever I had, invest. And I was like, let's do this. For the first 4.5 years, I studied medicine in Georgia. I'm in my final year right now. So first 4.5 years, I saw all the problems that I faced. And I was like, every year I'm seeing new students come in. They're taking more admissions, and the education is really good in Georgia. The education, the professors, the teachers, the curriculum is really, really good. So one aspect is missing is not just missing, a little less exposure to is that clinical hands-on experience that is required to become better doctors. I feel that theory is something we all know. Everybody can study books. Everybody can, learn a lot. But a good doctor comes from how you apply the theory, how you implement it for a better patient care.
That's right.
And that only comes from your experience. how much experience you have, how much clinical exposure you have. Because even right now, every day new research is coming in. 2 years, 3 years down the line, the books we have read in our first years become obsolete, right? So there's no way that you can only be better by clinical practice. That's when I came up with an idea. We need to have more hands-on experience is what we call. And I built something called as Incredoc, which is the platform that we have today. And it's, like I said, it's been 1.5 years. I started with the idea that, yes, I want to do offline workshops, but I want to give something more. Like I mentioned, the experience. That's when I sat with my very, very good friend, my CTO, Mr. Bhaskar. He's what I call my golden boy.
Okay.
So, because he's a medical student, but he's an absolute tech wizard.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely great. Sometimes
Shout out
to Mr. Bhaskar. So I sat with him. We came up with an app to make how we can give clinical walkthrough. That's what the immersive learning app. And it is an important part of everything we do. All the workshops, all the offline sessions, everything we do, immersive learning is a very, very important part.
So, Sid, you have practical and theoretical knowledge as well.
Yes, we provide both in our workshops. It is all workshops basically have 3 main parts. One, the first one is a theory. Then we have this immersive learning walkthrough. And then the third part is the hands-on experience. It could be with tissues, samples, or it could be through mannequins, everything that helps students increase their experience. Or
You mentioned also sometimes with the real organs, right?
yes, we use mammalian organs in a way that mimic the anatomy of human body. And those organs are used to teach students. For example, why do we do this is in a book, heart appears very nice picture. We can see 4 chambers. All of them is very nicely visible. But when you actually see a heart in front of you, only 2 chambers are visible because the other 2 chambers, they are flat
Full of blood.
down. In the human body, they are full of blood, so they are visible like that.
Okay.
But in reality, it is not visible like that. It looks completely different. In our books, we have organs painted in different colors, right? And it is easier to identify structures. In the human body, everything looks red. There's no
Are you saying even in the movies it's not realistic, like when they show it?
It's not realistic. Everything entirely. Once you open up a human on a surgery
Have you
table,
opened anyone already?
sadly not yet. on a surgical table, everything appears red. Everything just appears red, and it's very difficult to make a distinction. That is where your hands-on experience works out. You know, when you in your early years, in your first years, in your second years, when you're able to visualize this anatomy with your own hands. And I think you might have also seen we have those jars with organs, with years of old organs. Those are also not helpful. They're sitting there for 50 years. They're completely changed the color. It is shrunken. It's not really helpful. But when you actually see an organ, you can make out the different structures. You can identify the anatomy. That is what we provide. Right, that is the part of the workshops that we provide.
Would you say that's the biggest value you guys provide right now, the hands-on experience?
Yes, that is the biggest value. The workshops are our biggest value. For the first year student, let's say a new student coming to Tbilisi, he's in his first year, he has just arrived. This is an absolute value for him because he just starts his medical school. Right, he goes through the first year, he's going to the first and second semester. He's starting to learn about these anatomical structures. But this is if our workshops, if he takes those workshops as a supplement with his theory that is going on, it adds on to his knowledge. He's able to visualize it in real time, how it is going, I'm learning this in textbook, but this is how it actually looks. This is how I'm actually studying. Plus, coupled with our immersive learning, he's learning the application of that knowledge in real time. This app, for example, it helps them how to navigate clinical scenarios, how to use anatomy, basically how to use anatomy to know and help your patients. That is also something which is very, very, integrated into the anatomy, the app itself. And that is the difference we are trying to make with the students.
I got a few questions. Okay, so first just clarify easy stuff, like how do people get access on this platform? How do they apply to the workshops? and what other services do you have? And then I have more questions.
So most of our workshops, we either market it on Instagram or we have our website. Each workshop students can buy. They can buy individual workshops or they can buy a bundle of workshops. It's up to them, right? So mostly we charge 30 jal per workshop. It is a standard price. We
Quite
have
affordable.
Yeah, we have.
But everyone knows you in the university, am I right?
Yeah.
I think that it should be.
Everybody knows that.
They already know you.
Yeah.
How many users have you got, roughly?
So we have approximately trained over, give or take, 3,500 students in the past
Not
1.5 to 2 years.
Oh, 2 years.
Past 1.5 years, we have trained over 3,500 students.
Nice.
And there are a lot of, we have at least 25 to 30 repeat customers who come.
Oh, so they like to come back.
They like to come back for multiple sessions. We do multiple workshops, right? Different anatomy. So
different organs.
Different organs, yes. So repeat, and there are different surgical procedures that we don't teach. We generally bring in professors who are surgeons. And for example, we did this one procedure called as episiotomy, and we had proper models and organs for it. And we had gotten a very, very renowned obstetrician and gynecologist, and she taught the procedure to the students.
So it's like a masterclass also?
It's like a master class also.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, they're bringing some real value here.
Yeah. I think you don't have any kind of workshops on brain. Am I correct?
We have a neuroanatomy workshop.
You have.
Yes, we do.
You're getting.
We get sheep brains.
Sheep brains.
Yes. Sheep brains. The anatomy is almost identical.
Well, honestly,
I'm really interested. I would love to do that workshop.
Every human is barely smarter than sheep, so I think it applies.
Brain. I would really love to take that workshop.
Me too. It's like we said, we're a huge fan of House MD. We watched it 10,000 times, I think. It's fun. Anatomy and medicine in general is fun. Well, fun in certain areas, definitely.
The neuroanatomy is actually one of the most highest selling thing as well.
Obviously.
Because it's the highest paying job, right?
Basically, students love the neuroanatomy workshop. To see the brain in front of you, it's like this thing. But let me tell you, it's absolutely mushy. Outside, it gets mushy so fast. It's
it's not very very sexy. I think. Yeah.
I suppose, yeah.
As much as they glorify it, it's a brain.
Yeah.
If you keep it outside for 5 minutes, it becomes a sludge.
Yeah, I think what people usually like visually is like frozen brain. Looks cool.
Yeah, the students love to dissect the brain. They love to dissect the brain. Check out the internal structures. It exactly mimics it. The size is smaller, but most of the structures are exactly similar to human brain, right? So it gives good visual, and they actually see. Brain is one of the most complex structures of the human body, right? And the anatomy is very, very complex. The different lobes and parts and everything. But when you're actually, dissecting it, you identify how the different parts are connected to each other. So that really adds value in understanding how everything works, and such a complex organ works together. So neuroanatomy is one of the best ones we have. The dissection combined with the immersive learning app, this particular immersive learning has a 3D model built into it of the brain, which can be, how do I tell this? It has an explode mode. The brain itself, it opens up and the different structures get highlighted as they go about it. So it's a 3D virtual model that is there, and that they compare it with the brain in front of them, the anatomy in front of them. So it helps them understand this part is exactly responsible to doing. So you are lifting your hand. So this part is responsible to you able to lift the hand, and then they can identify those with the actual specimen that they have.
How is it technically? Like, so many people watching. Is it like, do you do this on screen? Like, they get closer? Or?
So the thing is, in this itself, the app itself, we have it installed on our trainers' devices. We have trainers. We have medical students in their final years who are, trainers. They work as trainers. So we keep a ratio. I limit that each workshop will have only 50 students in it. Not more than 50 at any cost.
Oh, okay.
Because I want to keep a ratio of 1:4. That is 1 trainer to 4 students who have come in. And this one trainer is like, he's assigned this one group of 4 students. He brings his laptop. This app is installed on his laptop, and the run of the app is an exclusive experience of the workshop only. They don't get the students don't get the app to themselves. It's an experience of the workshop because you need a trainer to explain how to go about it. So the trainer brings his laptop and each student gets to go through it, and they work as a team of doctors. This is what we also teach. Since the app is a clinical scenario, there is a patient who has come in and he has certain kind of ailment or something like that. And you have to work with everybody at your table, the 4 people. They have to work as a team of doctors because once they graduate, they are going to work as a team of doctors.
Yeah.
All situations they're going to be part of a team of doctors who's helping a patient. So they need to bounce ideas off each other. They need to network. They need to, if one person is right, the other person is wrong, they need to be able to reason with each other and come to one treatment.
And it has to happen instantly.
Instantly.
Right? Yeah.
We have several things where several scenarios where it's an emergency patient, and if they don't make a decision within 2 minutes, the patient dies, because that's what happens in real life as well.
Of course.
Yeah.
If the doctors cannot come to a decision whether I should first take an X-ray or move the patient to the operation theater, what should we do? If they are not able to make the decision quickly, the patient will die. So that is something that we
Good
have.
simulation for sure.
That should be
yeah.
fun. Yeah, I mean, the patients are dying, but then that's fun for sure.
I was gonna ask, aren't you guys regulated somehow, or like because you bring licensed people to do this, then it's all good, or how does it work?
So licensed people, as in the doctors come in, they are conducting a class. For them, it is just another class or something like that. Most doctors, they either charge something to us or they do it free because they also want, they also want to teach students. Even they understand that there's a gap in in the knowledge of the
And
student.
sorry, we have to mention that you are actually bringing international doctors, right?
I fly in doctors from India. We have doctors who come in from India for other segments where we host huge classes for specific exams, and for those exams we fly in doctors from India, and these are very, very reputed doctors. They have over the past 20-25 years of teaching experience, and they have been in the game. They're the best in their field, and learning from them for students is an absolute gift.
Yeah.
So you're a good
30
salesman. So you're a good salesman as well. So just
I was
negotiate.
gonna ask, how do you bring those guys? Like, are you paying like really, really well, or just they are interested in doing?
No. We are paying them as well. We are paying for most of the things like their stay, their travel, all of those things, as well as.
So it's a win-win for everyone.
It's a win-win for everyone. We don't go towards making the big classes profitable. That's not our goal. That is not what we are looking for. Because those classes, the big classes we host, that is our way of doing something good for the medical community as well. Because these exams, they're really difficult. The passing percentage is as low as 20. In some exams, it goes to 16 or 18.
Jesus.
And
It's like-
recently, it has started increasing. The passing percentage
Well,
is
it's
increasing.
hard, of course.
I mean,
It has come
yeah.
to 24%, but it's very low. And a lot of students
And that's
struggle with the
let's,
exams.
to clarify, that's an exam to get licensed to work in India, or
Yes, it's a license. So once all foreign medical graduates, Indians who study in foreign, they have to go back and they give an exam, which is called as FMGE. That is
and what happens if you fail?
you have to give it. There is no other way. You have to repeat it. It
Okay.
happens every 6 months, in December and in July. So this is the main license that you have to give. The exam, basically, the full form is Foreign Medical Graduate Examination. So every Indian who studies abroad, he has medicine abroad, he has to come back, give this exam, then do an internship for 1 year in one of the hospitals in India, and only then he gets a license to practice again in India.
But
Yeah, I mean,
also
that
like
still
to
makes
get
sense, yeah.
to be an assistant or something, right, in the beginning. But my question is, do those licenses work outside India, maybe in Europe?
No, it's
But
only
the standards are high, right?
yeah. The standards are really, really high, but in Europe as well, or in Australia or USA, you have to still clear their own licensing.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of that makes sense. Yeah.
I mean, makes sense from the business perspective of the country, but like, is it real? Like, do you think they just need to double check everything, or is it because
I feel like
they just want to make money from?
Well,
the
it's
exam?
still
it is
about
necessary.
human life. I think it's
Yes.
still about human life, and it's your country. If you want someone to perform
I
some
guess
kind
that's
of
fair, yeah.
More than that, each country has its own guidelines, is what they say. Be it more for the community medicine, as well as each country follows its own proper guidelines that they
I
have
can give you the
implemented.
UK guidelines, like
Yes.
never have time for patients. Basically, that's the only guideline.
That
they
is the
have.
gift of NHS.
Yeah, that's right.
So
Yeah, keep going.
each country has its own guidelines, yeah. So that's why the exam exists, so that they are making sure that our guidelines. Since if you want to work for us, you have to know our guidelines. And I think the Indian exam is also something about that, because they believe that students go abroad, they study that curriculum. I find it's both good and bad. I find it a little unfair because students give a lot of effort. For 6 years they study, and then they have to go back, give this exam, and it's a pretty difficult exam. For the level that is expected, it is very, very difficult. And with the passing percentage being so slow,
Yeah, I mean, it has to be verifiable in a sense, like if you've done this, like for sure, like if they can verify that, I
Yeah.
think they should go easy on you.
easy, that is easy. And there has to be more things that come in, like there should be more supplementary knowledge, or given more information about how the exam happened, because we don't even get the answer key for the exam. They don't even release the answer key after the exam.
Oh, so
Even
you don't even get to learn on your own
Wait,
mistakes.
well,
Yeah, that's,
after the
that's
exam, why
crazy.
not? Because they are repeating it again,
No,
or
every single time there are new set of
But
questions.
how do you even know that you've done it?
Yeah,
You have
how-
to just wait for the
Trust,
result. They will just tell you your score. 1 month later,
No,
they
I
will-
understand that, but how can you trust it if you don't know what was the
yeah.
question?
I mean,
Exactly,
was
that's why
it
I
triggered
feel-
or not? How would you
That's-
doesn't
understand
sound very
that?
fair, to be honest.
That's why I find it very unfair. They don't release the. So it's a 300 mark exam.
Do you know the reason behind that? I mean, that's the first time I'm hearing that.
To make more money, like do repeated exams. I think it sounds corrupt, honestly.
Yeah.
If
a
it's
300 mark.
repeated,
It's a 300 mark exam. The passing is 150, and you have to have 150. Even one
Like
mark,
half, right?
149 is equal to 0. You're failed. 150, you're pass.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's an out of
Very
three,
clear line there.
very, very clear. 149, you're fail. 150, you're pass. 150, you get a provisional
Is
license
that
to
only
practice.
Indian license exam, or is that like a universal kind of?
No, it's just for the Indian, and that too, it's only for the foreign medical graduates. Like not for students who study in India and they pass, or it's not for them.
Okay. Why? Why is that? Because they don't trust what they learned outside
It
the
is.
country.
That's what we feel. It's very, very unfair, and that's why we try to help students. That we help them start their study.
So these
in-
teachings that you do, it's specifically for Indian license, as far as I understand.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's what our idea is, to give back to the community. Because me being a medical student, I understand these struggles, and it gets really difficult because there are 19 subjects that you have to study for this exam, and doing that in a span of 6 months. So when you graduate, after you graduate, the first attempt you can give is only after 6 months. In Georgia, you either graduate in the month of February or you graduate in the month of July. So between graduation and the next available exam date is 6 months. In 6 months to cover the 19 subjects really gets very difficult, with the exam being so, there's uncertainty and everything. It becomes really difficult. So we try to give back to the community in a way that, hey, you're here in your final year or in your penultimate year, you can start your prep. We will get you the best professors. Because in India, they go offline and they attend the classes of the same doctors. So instead, we offer them we will bring the doctors over here.
Okay.
You attend over here. You start
I understand.
you
yeah.
start your preparation right here. This is your opportunity. Don't feel stressed. We are here for you.
Yeah, you cut the real nice gap there and bridging it nicely, right?
So this particular is more than a business model. It's how I like to give back to the community. Our main idea or main business model that we say is the workshops. It is something that student requires, and that is what we provide it to them.
I'd say the
Wow.
potential of scaling this business might be actually bring in more European doctors and maybe
Yes.
working on like the European
Yeah,
exam license kind of thing.
It
Like,
has
that
a
would be
huge
cool.
potential.
That is the next thing to go about.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the USMLEs, AMC. There is the USMLE for the US
You need to
licensing.
get to those markets.
Yeah,
That's where
for
money
example,
is.
if since
Then we have the Australian. Australia is a very up and coming.
And you can also easily get connected to, some of the, like, there are so many Indian doctors, like easily, like, okay, here I am, I got this community, like we're doing both good for our country, so just come over.
That is the plan on expansion. How it is to go about the next step. The first steps was, since it's only been 1.5 years, right? We've just started out. I still feel like we are very early, and touch wood, it's good that in such a short time we are doing really good. And I have that plans for expansion, and I want to see how we can go about how we can scale it to a level that European doctors or doctors from the US are coming here and teaching.
I think you're thinking about our country more than even our government. Look, I mean, so many students will come to just study in Georgia because here it's cheaper, and plus it's good education. And if you're gonna have also the workshops for the specific doctors from, let's suppose, Australia or UK or whatever, in order to get the license there, that would make our place.
No, I mean you're doing
amazing.
something really interesting. That's why I was saying, practical learning. It's basically something that all of those fancy universities are selling, and you are doing this at scale. As a young person locally. So it's quite good finding, I would say. I actually got another business idea for you, something that I wanted to do myself, but I feel like I'm never gonna do it. Me and Alex,
Which one?
my doctor friend. Okay, I don't want to
app?
disclose it publicly,
okay.
but okay, maybe I'll tell you right after this one. It's easy for you because you already have CTO, like someone who does tech for you. You got the medical knowledge and the community here. Jesus fucking, you could do it like in a week. Honestly, it's a very nice model with lots of potential. I will ask 25% of it if we're gonna start
We'll
it.
finish the podcast and we'll sit and talk.
I'm saying maybe I'll leave it in the comments once we publish it. I don't know. Let me think about it. Like,
And plus his
I'm
friend
not drunk
is,
today. We're
plus
not
his
drinking
friend
wine
is
today.
the application guru, and he's gonna just write an application.
yeah,
and
that's
just-
what I was saying. Like that's why it makes sense. Like they can mix the tech and medicine very easily.
I think that is the future. Like involving tech, not just to teach, but in the application of medicine itself. That is the future.
In everyone, in everything,
basically.
I was gonna ask. You mentioned several times that there's AI involved. Like, what does it
that's what I
do
wanted to
exactly
ask.
for you right now?
The app itself. So there's the common analogy I like to give to all the students who ask me, like, how do we go about the app? How do it is? So common cold or take any disease for a matter has multiple medications, and all medications, they work, they are correct, right? But a doctor, let's say a family doctor, he gives us a specific combination. Why? Because he knows that specific combination works the best, and that he or she has learned it from their experience.
For your specific body, though.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
For each doctor has his own combination that over the years he has been prescribing, and he knows that this combination works the best.
Okay.
Right, and that comes from his experience. Right. So this particular idea is what we picked, and we made our options. So the app.
Just give us an example. Yeah. At least some.
So, for example, let's say
I think what he's trying to explain is that there are certain things that only comes with experience. So it's tough to kind of teach people, and that's where
Yeah,
we're
I
getting
understand. But in the app, just give me an example. What's
so,
happening?
for example, one defect. Let's say there is a particular. So this is a part of something that we have. It's called a cosmetic surgery thing. Right, so that if there is a defect on the face, now for this particular, to repair the defect in a cosmetic way, there are 3 different types of surgery. According to the books, the guidelines, all 3 surgeries are correct, right?
Okay.
And this is how the app also goes. The app shows you a 3D model.
All the 3. It's okay.
Shows you a 3D model of the face. It shows how the defect is on the face. And it
You
gives
already got all these graphics and illustrations inside the app?
yes.
Well done, CTO, Mr. CTO, really.
Yes. So all these graphics are inbuilt. A face is built into this thing, and so you have 3 options. you see the names of these surgeries. The trainer explains these surgeries. It's an interactive conversation between the students and the trainers. They explain it, right? Now the students have the idea. They understand all three surgeries, how they work. They discuss among themselves the merits and benefits, and they decide on which surgery to go. Let's say they click one option. And like I mentioned, all three options are correct. According to the guidelines, all three options are done. Now the app will see what option student selected, and it will change the model in real time to show how that surgery would look post surgery. And the students will understand how the scar works, how the closure works, how the defect is repaired. And they understand whether by looking, they can make out whether it's the cosmetically, is it good? Did it give out the best outcome? Did it give the best prognosis or no? Because in cosmetics, we need to know that since it's on the face, there shouldn't be a scar. The skin should be aligned properly. The skin colors should be matching. All of these things is what we see in cosmetics, right? Now they can discuss, okay, this option, though correct, did not give us the best prognosis. Let's try something else. They will try another option. They will reset the entire thing and they will try another option.
Yeah, let's say B on the option B now.
Now this AI will identify this, and it will, based on the option that they have selected, it will modify the model to look like what it would look if they had done that surgery.
Okay, so what they caused basically, right? They could have done something bad, right? So
yeah. So the model will change the prognosis according to a different surgery. It will give out another outcome.
Okay.
If they select another option, it will give out the outcome based on their choice. So it shows them the prognosis and the outcome of the medical choices they make in real time.
Yeah.
And that is how they learn. Like by trying out each correct option, they learn, they get the experience, which option works the best and why.
And what logic does AI have behind it? Okay, I get it. Like, so they make decisions and they see the basically circumstances, like results in real time, right?
The logic is that, so this is also the cosmetics, but for other procedures, let's say it's an emergency procedure, the certain inputs that the students put, it will reflect in the vital changes or whether the patient condition improves or worsens. It works like that. So that is the logic it works. So their treatment, does it improve the patient condition or does it make it worse?
Okay.
And they have to work towards coming up with correct options so that it improves the patient conditions. That's how their experience grows.
I'm curious about this application. It's like a gamification.
It's
of the
that's what I wanted to say. Well, when it's like a game,
everything is a game nowadays.
It's always
in one word,
even
yes.
medicine.
In one word to put it, yes, it's a gamification. But it is, I feel like that's how to make it interactive and fun, but they learn something in it.
Yeah.
The main idea is it's a game, but you learn from it. You learn different procedures. You learn what procedures actually work, what procedures, though correct, will not give you the best prognosis. Like this medication is there. Yes, your textbooks, your guidelines say this works. But there's another medication that works faster, is more efficient, and would be more preferable to your patient. But you have to know that.
Right.
Now here's my question. Well, because for the AI, how do we know that it is giving you the correct answer? Because even for the traditional AIs, we know that they are not allowed to give you any kind of medical advices, any kind of as a medical expertise. So how we are sure that your application has everything okay with it?
So what we do is we use a lot of research papers and a lot of, when we are building the case, every single time we build a case. My workshops head, we sit and we build a case. We use AI to build the case as well. And we refer a lot of research papers, and our reference is from the research itself. So the AI, it does not give its own treatments or methods. It just checks the inputs that we have put, it references with the research that exists, and it gives outcome according to the research that exists.
It's like a case study in a cool way, kind of thing.
Yeah. So instead of making its own outcomes, it gives what is already present in publications.
Okay.
So that's how we avoid, it being wrong.
Yeah, that makes sense. So there's already the cases that are proven and ready to go.
They're proven, they are worked out, they're published, and we use those cases, and the AI, it generates outcome by referencing these cases.
Right. I mean, basically what I'm asking is that does your application requires any kind of license or no?
As of right now, no.
But so it's not medical application.
Not-
you can't say that it's medical application,
It is not
right?
medical application.
Okay.
It is a tool.
It's for education.
Yeah, it's a
Educational
tool that
tool,
is
yeah.
used to teach students.
That's what I wanted to ask. Yeah. Okay.
It does not give, it's not for prescriptions. It is nothing like that. It is just a tool, and it only references from the research and the papers we provide to it.
Got it.
And we actually have to upload the options ourselves, and we have to put in these options for the system to identify, and we sit and we make those options by giving it the references from these research papers.
Yeah, I think what you're basically doing is like tutoring them in a way that, making it easy for them to access all these materials. You do the research, and then like AI makes it easy for them, which makes a lot of sense, honestly. Like you're saving people's time. My question,
like you said, it's gamification,
Yeah.
but
It's great.
But
I mean,
education-
I want to try it.
it's
So
like a Duolingo for medicine, basically. But what model are you sitting on right now? Is it a language model? Is it GPT? Are you not paying a lot?
No. We use GPT to generate the cases, and that is used. That those cases that are generated by the GPT is used to make the model of the app itself.
Okay, so you're not buying the data sets from.
No, we don't.
That would be very expensive.
That will be very expensive. We're too young to have that directly.
Well, I wouldn't say you are too far from it, honestly.
yeah, I mean, just a little bit.
The
and
pace
that's
you
it.
have of growth, I mean, I think you might be there soon. Like, give it a few years, man.
Yes,
No rush.
I want to get there, but right now we are just going at that pace. I am happy with the progress. Soon we want to be there.
Yeah, if you had my risk appetite, you would already have half of your shares. Getting all these investments from the riches and scaling your business. That's what I would do, honestly. Like, no pressure, but why don't you just raise a few millions and go to Europe, go to like.
He still needs to get his degree, okay?
That's the thing. Like you got your values straight. Like you already know you want to be a doctor, right?
Yeah. My idea is that yes, I have started as an entrepreneur. I made this platform because I identified what is lacking. I am a medical student. I understood what is lacking, and for my fellow peers, my fellow doctors, the next generation that is coming, I built this so that they could benefit from it. But I feel like it'll have more benefit if I become a surgeon, I become a doctor, and I come back to it, and then I am able to add on to it.
Okay.
And
So it's like
Right.
your thing.
You found the
basically.
need, you provided. So
So you have the emotional attachment to this
Yes.
something you built there. Okay. I think you are the right person for the medicine area in general, just because like you enjoy it so much and you're really thinking about how to improve it and how to educate people. Nice. Like I say, type of migration we need. My favorite saying. By the way,
sheep cutter.
sheep cutter. We have to mention that like the only reason why you're doing this on sheeps and stuff because it's not allowed in Georgia, right? To do it on humans.
Yeah. So in Georgia, being an Orthodox religious country, humans and human cadavers and all is not allowed. And that is an exposure that lacks in most medical schools also, because medical schools also don't provide cadaver-based learning or anatomy sessions through cadavers. Most of the other countries, be it US, UK, any of the other nations which are not Orthodox, they have these cadavers.
It's legal.
It's
there.
legal.
Okay.
They're medical schools.
So even in Catholic countries, it's legal.
Some of the Catholic countries, it's legal. Some they don't have it.
Oh yeah, I mean we know what Germany was doing, so
Well, they had a lot of resources to do it, right? Like roughly century ago.
So the students there directly get these cadavers in the medical school itself.
Oh, yeah, they were doing on the live. I'm just processing stuff.
I just didn't say that out loud.
Yeah. I mean, maybe. I mean, they were getting the best hands-on experience, I would say, doing it on the real people. Yeah, you were saying something. Sorry, we got carried away.
So, so these countries like Germany have that option to they get these cadavers in the medical school. In the first year, they have huge cadaver labs. There are so many cadavers where students can practice, learn anatomy directly. But here, that particular thing is missing, and students don't get that exposure.
Isn't it very expensive to reserve all these bodies, like let's say in Germany, and have this type of educational hands-on experience?
Hospitals, generally all medical schools have hospitals that are attached to them, and
But I mean, the body has to be new also, right? Or
not really. They can
they just freeze it.
Yeah, they freeze it or they preserve it. There are ways to preserve it, but for a couple of days the medical schools, since they're linked to the hospital. For a couple of days, there are people who chose to donate it to science or donate it for research.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, these are the bodies that are used generally, and medical schools, since they are linked to the hospitals, they get access to this and they bring in their students. The students get to learn, they get to go through it, all of it. But here in Georgia, very few medical universities are directly linked to hospitals. They have affiliations with hospitals, but very few are directly linked to a hospital or are built around a hospital. So that being one, plus cadaver being illegal, in cadaver-based learning being illegal, it's also not allowed. And that completely puts all medical students in Tbilisi at a little bit of loss, where the theory is really good, but this hands-on experience that is required, this visualization of anatomy that is required, they are not getting. So we come up with the best possible option.
Yeah, I mean, it might not be one-to-one exactly the best option, but that can be the second best.
Something is better than nothing.
Of course,
yeah.
yes.
Nice
And no, it's not just something. It's pretty similar, pretty close.
Yeah. So that's what we try to fill that gap. Okay.
Oh, you know what you could do actually? We have this ceremony. It's called Lomisoba, I think, right? So your students could get even more hands-on experience by killing the real animals, in the real time. And
I feel like that is a different kind of experience.
And it's super religious. Like, there's no problems with the orthodoxy there, honestly. It's actually, you're doing good for... It's like a kind of, not to say spiritual, but experience where they just go out killing and massacring basically pigs and, sheeps. And also, wow, shit. Then now that I think about it, it's crazy. Like you can actually get that experience.
Come
on. We can actually add the poster of this famous picture. You remember when he's coming out with machete, killed like 10 sheep or something? Obviously, I'm kidding, but there are some sort of ceremonial killings here once a year of sheep.
Of sheep. It's crazy.
Good place for medical students, I guess.
The experience that we don't want them to have. They have to preserve life, not kill them.
Well, World War III is coming. I mean, you gotta be ready for everything. It just might be humans very soon.
Yeah, just for the reference, this is what's happening there.
Oh.
We don't want that.
I don't remember which picture.
We don't want that.
Yeah. Well, maybe save that for the future, man. This brings to our next topic, which is how is Georgia? How do you like it here? You said it's already 6 years.
Yeah, this is my 6th year. I absolutely love it. From the first year I came, yes, the language barrier was a little bit there, but I came in 2021. 2020
After COVID.
2020, I started my med school in 2020. So 2021 I was here, and initially post-COVID, it was very the life was really different, because I think most of the things were shut down and everything was closed, and I thought it was a very quiet country, nothing much happens.
No, big mistake, rookie mistake.
But as restrictions were removed, everything, it's really lively. I love it. And
in Tbilisi, of course.
Tbilisi, yes. And over the past years that I've been here, things have changed. It has grown even more. There's so many more people now, and I'm gonna miss it once I leave. Before I can
you already know that you're gonna leave.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave.
You want to be a surgeon back home, right?
Yes, I'm gonna leave soon, but Yes, I'm gonna miss it. The past.
But just go there, get your license, and come back. Continue your
few-
He's gonna be
education.
moving around. He
Yeah.
already has a business here, so it's not
At least for 1.5 year or 2 years, I won't be able to return.
Oh, that's fine.
because of the practices that you have to do
Yes,
back home, right?
yeah. I have to practice. I have to get my own license. Like I mentioned, we have to give
Yeah,
the
yeah,
FMG
yeah.
and they have to practice for 1 year.
And it also adds authenticity to your business, right? Now that you actually licensed.
I am a doctor. I am a licensed doctor.
Imagine
Yeah.
if he fails.
Oh man, that would be the end of your business, brother.
149.
You're gonna do really well with this thing, you know,
Trust me, I
or you're
am.
gonna become one of those business gurus that have no money and they teach business, you know.
I am stressed about that as well.
Really?
Adding more pressure to it.
Come on. Not only you're just a student, but you're also teaching it. You're inviting so many. You have connections.
Yeah.
There's almost no way.
No, I have a funny story
I
about
can't
that.
imagine. What?
So in Georgia, like somebody came with the car to do the driving license test. He failed and he drove back home. So don't become that guy. I mean,
No, trust me, the entire licensing exam, like I mentioned, the Indian license exam, it has me stressed with the.
I know. I mean, the whole your reputation is on that.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Maybe
No,
that's the stress factor.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
That
I'm
might
sure
be
you'll
the stress
fine.
factor.
That is the
that
stress factor.
You cannot
'cause
fail.
I cannot fail. I don't want to fail. That is a different thing. But yeah,
Well,
it's
At least you're making good money, so you can bribe someone to get you this
It
test.
is not
huh?
possible.
Not possible.
Not possible.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
No switching IDs and stuff like that. Man,
Nothing. It's a very, very
that
strict
license
exam.
must be really, really beneficial for like it must have some real value to it.
Yeah, it's at the end of the day, that is what allows us as Indians to practice. If we don't
Yeah.
have that, we have a saying, like, if you don't have that license, you're basically a person who has just finished college. You just have a
Yeah,
degree
with
for the name.
Oh,
You have
fuck. Yeah.
you don't get to practice anywhere.
Yeah, it sucks.
And it is more important to get this license because most other countries as well, let's say somebody is not able to get the license in India, he cannot apply to UK or in some of the European
yeah.
countries also because they want you to have a home country license.
Wait. Can you
I
repeat
mean,
that?
it makes a lot of sense, but that still make you get this new license.
Yeah.
right?
So some
Like
of the
in order to
European,
apply for the new license in Europe, you need to have this local license.
you need to
already.
have your own home country license.
But at the same time, you need to still
Okay.
pass the new license.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So it doesn't
Double
matter.
taxation, baby.
Yeah. You can't apply for the new license if you don't have.
Is that for
Most European countries, not all. For example, US has no restriction. You can just directly give USMLE their licensing exam, and if you pass those properly, you'll get matched into.
But
their
I'm assuming
program.
it's like
Okay,
an
so it
impossible
depends. It depends
exam.
on the country.
Yeah. Some countries have, European countries mostly have that thing where you need the home
So you
country
need to
license.
provide the home country proof and then pass.
Pass their
also
license
amazing.
exam differently, and then only they will let you work.
Wow.
So it becomes absolutely necessary for us as Indians to have this license.
Would you be able to get
Sure.
us some of those famous doctors one day in our podcast?
I
Because
would-
we'd really love that.
I would
yeah?
love to. I would absolutely love to. We
Yeah,
had
next time you bring someone, really, really famous.
We can also bring a ship and just
Let's do the fucking whole workshop. Let's cut it out, and let's call the episode Lomi Soba. That's the name of that ceremony.
we can do that. Yeah. I mean, I would love to mess with the
Me too,
brain.
me
I
too.
mean, I would love to do
I would
that.
love to invite you to one of the workshops where I can keep a
You have
brain. I can keep a brain in front of you.
Just cut it.
No, I
bro,
mean, it's amazing what you do.
Yeah, I mean, you can see our excitement really. Like, and we're not even drinking today. Like, we're trying to. It's Monday, guys. We're recording this on Monday evening. No, Monday night, actually.
Yes,
Right?
and we have work tomorrow.
That's right. That's right. So a few questions I had left, and I think we can wrap this up. This is a great conversation, though. I wanted to ask, like a lot of expats, especially med students, they hang out only between each other. That's something I don't like. So I want to hear your opinion. Like, did you have a chance to get some Georgian friends, or maybe assimilate with the culture a bit? Have you been moving around places like besides Tbilisi?
So I have come across this. There are two kinds of people in Georgia who are very, very accepting towards the expats, and one who don't like them at all.
Yeah.
And there's two extremes. Like for example,
No balance, right?
no balance in between. For example, since I run the business, I have so many friends and colleagues, Georgians, who I work on a regular basis with. My suppliers, my the people who have contracts with, the hotels, the conference rooms, all of it, everything, all of them are Georgians, and I have very good, friendships and relationship with these people, and they're really nice. They know very good English. There is no language barrier as well, so they're really accepting. But then there are also the kind of people who, for example, some of my friends, they're landlords, and all of these people, they're kind of, it becomes difficult to interact with them. Maybe at the language barrier, or
That's a big one also.
Because
Sure, like
they
language
don't
barrier
know
is
that
big.
you're a med student, and that's why. If they knew, I mean, you're a character, okay? You're not only just educated person, you're a med student, you're absolutely amazing person. And if they just knew that, it would have changed, trust me.
I think they know that, because majority of the
It's I mean
everyone
what we
is-
have here is like just to generalize everything, okay? That's sometimes what we do, unfortunately. Not just we, I mean that's just happening all
Yeah,
around
that
the
is
world.
true.
Not to belittle or just to praise something or someone. I mean that's just happening everywhere. And
Well, what percent of students are Georgian in your class, for example? Do you guys hang out sometimes?
So in our classes, we don't have Georgian. So
okay.
in most of
At
our
all?
no, in most of our universities, they have separated the programs. They don't keep it together. There is
like Georgian programs and
yeah,
international
Georgian- yeah,
programs?
Georgian programs.
Because of the language, you
I
think?
feel like it because I think the Georgian programs are conducted in Georgian, whereas English programs are completely in English.
maybe some of our professors don't even know English.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine, like not to know the language, but like for the students, why would you choose the Georgian one if you have the option to select the international one?
And these international the people who teach us, like for the international students, they are also Georgians. The professors are Georgians. Their English is really good.
Yeah, Abdulaziz mentioned. So, do you know Abdulaziz? He was one of our guest student, medical student. I don't think he's in the Tbilisi Medical University though. He's in the private one.
Okay.
Yeah, the guy that does TikToks. He's a great guy from the UK.
Wow.
So these doctors are also, Georgians, but their English is really good, and they have such amazing, experience. I have so many I had so many professors who had passed the US licensing examinations.
Oh wow, nice.
And they are published worldwide in research papers and everything. They're
Georgians, you mean?
Georgians, yes, Georgians who they spent their initial years in Germany, and they served in different hospitals. They have also served in US, and they have come back, and now they have started teaching and working over here. And
Not bad.
I feel like even Georgians could, have these professors. It would be really nice for them as well. But I don't know why universities have separated these.
I mean, the only reasonable explanation is, language barrier. But still, as a student, I would definitely go into the international one for many reasons.
So
like you get exposure for so
yeah.
many different cultures, and so
But so my entire program, I don't see any Georgians who have gotten into the international program, the English one.
yeah,
We don't.
it's strange.
We don't see that. That's why I think that is also a barrier where we are not able to mix with a lot.
Yeah,
with the
Like you don't really get to hang out
Yeah.
with them,
Yeah.
right?
if you're in the
That's what
same
you
class
mean.
as the students, they start interacting.
But I mean, you've been here for 6 years, and there should have
You gotta
been.
understand that, like as a student, like even myself, like when I was a student there, like you only hang out with your colleagues and your
Your
fellow
group of
students.
friends. You can only hang out with
Well,
your
yes,
group.
you're in different country, you're studying.
That's
maybe
the only
not-
community you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
And
most of
plus,
the
it's
people.
medical and not some other
Yeah.
university.
That
so-
becomes difficult. That's why most of the medical students, like students who come from India or any other country, they are mostly in their own community. They don't hang out more with the Georgians or even other communities, and it becomes really difficult for us to go out from our side and go hang out, because now what I used to do, I know this a couple of bar or a pub where most of the expats hang out or something like that. I used to go there. and I used to talk to people over there. So that is the only way, where we can interact and meet with Georgians, because Georgians also come there and they have really good English and they can communicate really well. So language barriers and this barrier between students is what I feel.
Got it. Still nice to hear that you're going to miss this place. And when is it when you're leaving, by the way?
I will be leaving in a couple of months, maybe end of July. When I finish in July, I will finish.
We're going to grab some beer together, for sure.
For sure.
No brainer.
After you come for one of my workshops, for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
Maybe we come already drunk there because of the
I know.
specificity of the job
you need
itself.
to have the steady hands.
Yeah, that's right.
The
Like a lot of
surgery, you need
as the surgeons
steady
do.
hands. You need,
Don't drink.
you need to dissect the brain. You need to do a surgery on the brain.
Nice,
necessary.
man. Sid, I love this. This was a great conversation. I enjoyed it a lot. Thanks for coming in, mate.
Thank you. That's really nice.
Incredoc, is it from Incredible Doctor or?
Yes, you got
You
it
got that right.
You got that right.
Okay.
I initially I came up with that Incredoc, Incredible Doctor. Let's reduce it. Incredoc, we have it. But then now I don't tell that to people a lot. I feel like
Because it's too simple,
yeah,
right?
it's too simple. But
Well,
then
it's only now he has the marketing department, but you cannot challenge the brand name. It's already established.
So the idea was to build incredible doctors.
Incredible doctors.
yeah.
Well, that's what you're building, basically.
With that, we came with the name of Incredoc. So I want to give it short, but then now it is too simple for me to use that as a tagline.
When you scale it, and then you get a chance to rebrand it. So don't get hung up on it right now.
Anyway, you're doing an amazing job. You have ambitions. You have like really big plans that could benefit not only you as a person just to grow, but even our country as well. So thank you for that. Thank you for having hands on that part. That is amazing. I mean, a lot of people are using your services. Plus, it's really enjoyable the way you are explaining it. We would love to try that.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah, I think that this time we did well in terms of listening and stuff. So like
we did,
more engaged we are and more interested we are, I think it works. Obviously, our reputation. We interrupt like hell every time. I don't know, like sometimes when I feel that I did not do it, they still comment that, just let the poor guest talk. So I hope you had a chance to express yourself really well, right?
I had a lot of fun. It was really nice.
He doesn't mind, so fuck you guys. Not really. I love you guys. Subscribe us. See you next time. And thanks, Seed, for coming. And, type of migration we need. My new slogan. Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for having me.